looking great though, so we're gonna be happy about that. I want to thank the Waynesville School District. Uh-oh. What happened to my camera? Shoot. And we are back here. Sorry about that. The camera apparently unplugged itself over here, so alrighty then. That's a way to start the game. But anyways, first and 10, Kickapoo receiving the ball. Apologize for that. The camera accidentally hit the power cord and turned it off. So Kickapoo in the black and white. I think there's some brown mixed in there too. It's kind of a interesting color form. Normally they're pretty much all purple, or all not purple, they're brown. But Waynesville in the white with orange numbers, black trim and helmet. And Kickapoo starts out. Hand off from Brooks. This is a short run, about 5-yard pickup. And Javon Matt with the first pickup here. About a 5-yard gain. Yep, it is a 5-yard gain. So, first play results in a positive yardage here. Again, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure. Thank you, everyone. So again, out of the shotgun again. Kickapoo, another handoff to Matt. Nowhere to go. That's Martin. Opposite side, it looks like. We got a couple. No, it looks like they're all right. Be third and about 3 coming up after a 2-yard pickup on the play. And third and short coming up. Little screen pass backwards. That is caught. That might be a Waynesville ball. Oh, that. Do not have a good angle of that, but that should have probably gone backwards. It's going to be incomplete either way. Tigers maybe lost an opportunity there. Kickapoo dodged a bullet on that. Kickapoo with the punt. And the Chiefs, they got a high punt here all the way back to the 30. Nope, to the 40. Fair catch, Waynesville. And a first and in motion. Green, Wells quarterback to start out. And this will be penalty flag to start the drive here for the Tigers. It appears to be against the Tigers. Waiting on the ball to move. No, it is okay. No flag? Why? Okay, we're just waiting on the start here. Okay, so Tigers resetting again. We're going to have twins on the right here. Single on the left. Back to Wells, handoff into the and foul with a good run, a 5-yard pickup. So second and 5 for Waynesville coming up. Tigers really coming into this game. This is the game that they need to compete in here. If not win, you need to compete in this game because this is where the points are going to matter. Because you get the bonus points out of this. Hillcrest does not play any Class 6 schools, so that helps the Tigers. And again, Wells, handoff again in the backfield. Foul is going to pick up a first. Nope, he's going to be short of the. Well, he's short. He just passed the line of scrimmage. And that is a 3rd and 4 coming up for Waynesville. So the Waynesville Tigers here, 10 minutes and counting. Both these teams coming out running so far. And looking for the pass to the right. Green is going to catch it. That's a first down. Official is a yard past. So first down for the Waynesville Tigers on that. And Waynesville will get the first down of the night. So Tigers come out with a little screen pass out of there from the back. MJ Green, the junior, did a great job of connecting on that. Again, this will be our final broadcast on YouTube. We'll have one more broadcast for districts. That will be on the road, either in Springfield or Jefferson City. That ball is somewhere out there. It's still by the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a gain of no gain on there, it looks like. So it's still at the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure where the ball got lost at, but the player got lost in the pile. That's a 2nd down and 10 coming up. We do have several broadcasts ready to go for districts. Right now we're just going to do Dixon volleyball. That is loose. Ball's on the ground. It is Kickapoo says they have it. We're going to see who comes away with it. Tigers trying to get it. Kickapoo does come away with the ball. So our first turnover of the game will result in a fumble. And we are back here. Kickapoo out of the shotgun on the first drive. Penalty flag at the end of the play. But this is a first down without the penalty. So I would assume this is I don't know what this would be coming back from that side of, because it came from the 30, it looked like, the flag, and it was thrown towards the direction of Kickapoo where they were going from the Tigers defense. But officials talking, it's a holding call on the offense. So 1st and 20. It should be 1st and 20. Depends on where the spot is here. I'm not sure how it's 1st and 9 with the marker at the moment, but oh, never mind. It's 1st and 9. So they're going to go from the end of the run. All right. That's 1st and 9 apparently. No, it is 1st and 9, so they're going to... Alrighty then. I'm not sure how that worked out, but... There we go. I don't know why it just muted me for some reason. Kickapoo here trying to get their first down, but for whatever reason, I was talking all that time and it could not hear a word. Sorry about that. And no one told me I was muted on the stream either. Man. First down for Kickapoo after the short run there. Nearly a gimme at that point, but first down from the 31 or 30 it looks like. And the Kickapoo Chiefs here, they are trying to get their first win, as I mentioned. So are the Waynesville Tigers. And a little toss play. That is going to be well, no, good save, but we have a penalty flag. This might be a low tackle, as it came. I believe that was. That is Christian with the run, the senior running back for Kickapoo, and it's going to be. Well, it's going backwards, so it's against the Chiefs. So an illegal block is what they called there. So that's going to make it 1st and 15. So break for the Tigers there. That takes away a short run. I mean, it looked like could have been a low tackle, but it was a clean tackle. Do want to thank all of the advertisers here for Waynesville. Start with our two big sponsors here. Security Bank, Infused Credit Union. And this is the quarterback's in trouble. Nowhere to go. That ball is Waynesville, I think, has it. And the Tigers have a 1st down in Chiefs territory. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Out for offense, 7.5 minutes here in the 1st quarter. Tigers short gain here. That is foul with a 3-yard pickup on the play maybe. So 2nd and 7 or 6, something like that. Again, apologize for the beginning there for no audio. My mic just muted itself. I don't know why. It did not like that. Well, Green will be on the far right in the receiving position here. And then Wells, handoff to foul. And straight into the defense. This is a 5-yard pickup on the play. 3rd and short, maybe 2. But a good run here, maybe 3. So the Tigers moving the ball pretty well right now. This, again, is a must-win game by both these teams. And appreciate Coach Phillips here and for getting everything set up for me here. Coach Phillips, the AD, of course. Talked to him many times, covered several things. Of course, we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back this year. And no one is there. Tigers are going to come out of this with a touchdown. And that is MJ Green with that. And that is a big play to start this ball game here. So the first one to score is going to get this advantage in this game as the Tigers able to come away with that. They lead 6-0 right now. And out of that beautiful play, we'll take a look at that in a minute here after the extra point is completed. But once again, the Tigers on the board first, so big play. And caught the Chiefs off guard. Kick is up. Kick is good. And we're going to take a look back at that last play real quick here. As Tigers just on this little halfback pass. And, I mean, no one was even expecting that. Wide open for Waynesville for the touchdown. And just like that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Thank all of these sponsors for helping Waynesville to provide that coverage. This kick is back and returned by Fowler. Fowler, a former Waynesville Tiger here. And all the way out to midfield. This will be dropped before the 45, but that's a 1st down and 10. So Fowler, again, a former Waynesville Tiger, a great run on that play. And the ball will be 1st and 10 from the 42. Augustine with the stop. So, good play to start, but we want to continue. We'll go through here. Mutai Ban Restaurant, Perimeter Health, also Phelps Health, Mercy, and Hopper's Pub for making everything possible. So, 6 minutes to go. Tigers have a lead here. This little table's bouncy. And Kickapoo back for the handoff to the backfield. And that is Mack, I believe, once again. He's been their key running back here, Javon Mack, a senior. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 4. So 2nd down coming up. No, I guess it is 5, but it could be. It don't matter. I think it's 4. And Kickapoo down to 7. They're going to get this off. Fake handoff back to the Chiefs. That is Incomplete. Trying to get the Tigers diversion a little bit on that, but 3rd and 4. So 5:20 to go. So again, Kickapoo in the black with kind of brown, white trim. Waynesville white with orange and black helmets. Kickapoo always been a very good place to go. They've great facilities here for many of their athletics here. Upgraded the gym a little bit, and still a good place to play. A very tough place to play. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Brooks with the run. Kickapoo at midfield at the 49-yard line, not the 51. There is not a 51-yard line here, but Chiefs line up out of the shotgun here. Again, handoff in the back. And Brooks, that's a 1st down. Kickapoo on the fake quarterback keeper. Everyone thought that ball was going down the middle. Only Kickapoo knew it was not going down the middle. That's a 1st down for the Chiefs. 4.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. And we'll take a look at some other scores later here in the ball game. Still early, as the Chiefs are getting their final orders out there to everybody. Again, very good view here where we're at. Not quite the 100-foot up view we had at Nixa there. That was a really high view into the game. And again, another big run by the Chiefs. Mack with the run, but we have a Tiger that is, nope, he looks like he's okay down there. Look like green. Nope, it's not green. It's 7 maybe. That was number 7. And another 1st down here. Again, back out to the shotgun. Handoff again. Back to Mack. Mack again with the run. And the Chiefs now, they're just kind of settling in the saddle here, and they're just riding this all the way down the field. That's going to put them near the 20 here. Just shy of the 20. It's 2nd and 1, it looks like. So it's 2nd and 1, apparently. And this is a Brooks keeper again. Brooks trying to go for the touchdown. Brooks is brought down at the 1, so Chiefs will have a 1st and goal. So the 2nd time that Brooks has done that, where they have faked that kind of handoff, and it has worked a 2nd time, but very smart play on that. So we'll see. I'd say we'll go down the middle here. We got 4 tries to get this. 2:53 and counting. Down the middle, this is a touchdown. Kickapoo. And the Kickapoo Chiefs will tie this game up, as they will get this ball down the middle. So we are tied up. Well, we're almost tied up. It's pretty close to being tied anyway. It's 7-6. We'll see if this kick will tie it up, but Kickapoo gets a touchdown of their own. And the Chiefs line up for the kick here. Oh, we have the trainers out there. We got a player down. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back while they handle this, and we'll see you in a minute. You're watching Tiger Football, brought to you by Waynesville School District. The training staff in good hands over there with them. Kickapoo, extra point on the way. 2:45 in the first. Kicks up. And it is good. We are all tied up at 7. We'll be back after this. Peace. Kickapoo just sat in the saddle, really rolled down a couple quarterback runs that were important on that, but and Kickapoo is going to come away with this ball. I cannot see who had it because of players, but it appears it came out of bounds. And it looks like Kickapoo is going to have the ball here. It's going to come down to who makes the first big mistake, and that may be one of the mistakes that they don't want to do. This is going to bring up a first down again for the Chiefs. This time inside the 15, so Kickapoo, this is a big opportunity here for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs again line up, hand off to the backfield. Mack's going to bring this up for a second down. That might be a first. I can't see if that's a first or what, but we're going to be close. Well, that's as close as we're going to get to a first down. It's 2nd and 1. And not much of a 1 on that. It's right up against the line, so a little bit of a quarterback bump will just get him in there, dive, whatever you got to do here. Then you get 4 more downs. And Mack's going to pick up the first. Is he in? He is in. Touchdown, Kickapoo. So the Chiefs now take a 14-7 lead, a matter of less than a minute after they scored the last one. So they will lead in this ball game now. That's going to put Waynesville behind by 1 touchdown so far. And Kickapoo going to be kicking off again to the Tigers here. They're going to have to kind of catch up now, running from behind after that. Hopefully, that will not be the difference. Yep. But after that, it is a 14-7 lead. Chiefs on top. We'll be back again. It is senior night here. And that kick is caught inside the 10. Green will return this. Green has a return out to the 25, less than the 30. And we got a couple people down out there, so we're going to take another break, and we'll be back. Oh, I think they're both. He is not going very quick right now. And looks like the Tigers will have 1st and 10 from just past the 25 here. So no one looks like they're major hurt coming out of that. In motion to the right. And the back down the middle. Little handoff. Doesn't go too far, but a short pickup on the play. Just enough to get something going here. 2nd and 7. Might have been 2nd and 6, actually. Got a little more. Got a better spot on that, maybe, than what they landed at. But we are at an angle here, so it's kind of hard to tell here in the old press box. Very nice press box, though. Clock running down. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Handoff. And this is incomplete. They're going to miss a couple Tigers on that as 3rd down coming up. So 3rd down coming up for Waynesville. Clock stops at 24, so we're probably going to have the last play here. Or close to the last play this quarter anyway. And Ryder Wells, the sophomore here, playing quarterback, doing a great job. Twins on the, I guess, the left. They're opposite sides, so depends on what way you're looking at it. And we're going to have a stoppage here of the play. A flag, maybe? We're going to have a false delay of game on the offense. So 3rd down and 10, 11. Yep, 3rd and 10. So 23 seconds, 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Not a lot of penalties here in this ball game. It's been a fairly good ball game. Out of the shotgun again. They're going to go for the pass. Wells is in trouble. He gets out of this. Wells was going to be close to a first down. It's going to be fourth. And this will be fourth and very short. We'll have to see where this... Yeah, we're fourth and very, very short here. So good run by Wells to get away from that. Sometimes your best bet is just run forward and see where you land. And it kind of worked this time. Wells able to get out there. So Tigers, this is not what they wanted here. Oh no, maybe. The official, he's at the line of scrimmage, so this might be a...
One line judge says first, one line judge says not.
Well, the marker moved. I don't think he made it myself. Alrighty then. The Tigers... Tigers got lucky on that one. I think the spot of that ball, maybe not where it was, but we're going to have a first down for the Tigers on that. So Waynesville, good play on there to... and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back for the second quarter. Thank you for joining us on Allen Hilliard Sports. To Waynesville Tigers. We have a 20-0 lead Republic over Neosho right now. So that's one of our COC matchups this week. Short pickup for foul. Second down and about short coming up. So 21-0 here for Republic over Neosho right now. That's a big matchup in their district. That will determine a lot. Second down coming up for the Waynesville Tigers. We'll try to bring up some other games, check them out in a little bit here. I should have just wired it into the thing and made it all magic, but it's fine. It's all fine. Handoff back to Bird in the backfield. This is a loss of 1. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. It's 3rd down and long either way you go. Looking at Capital City in Camdenton, it is Capital City 14-0 right now over the Lakers. That's in the start of the second quarter. And Webb and Carthage tied at 7 apiece right now. That's another big matchup in Class 5. A very tough district there, and passes come incomplete. In the hands, that is incomplete from Wells. And Mitchell, the sophomore, nearly had that pickup. Tigers probably going to be forced to punt here on 4th down. Of course, I don't see a punting formation out there yet, unless now we're in the punting formation. Not wanting to give it away too early. 10.5 minutes to go. 4th and 9. Kickapoo leads by 1 touchdown so far. It is off of Kickapoo. That is, ball nearly into the Tigers. I mean, that came off the back of the Chiefs in the camera. Waynesville offense coming up, 1st and 10. Kickapoo offense coming up. This is caught. Fowler is going to pick up about 5 or 6. On the Kickapoo sideline over there, that will be 2nd and 4, it looks like. Apologize for the camera error, operator error issue there with that last one, but didn't miss anything there. Kickapoo still came away with the ball. So 2nd down with the Chiefs coming up here. Tigers go back deep looking for a pass. Handoff, though. And Mack, I believe. That is not Mack. That is Dason Phillips with the run. 3rd and 1 for a 3-yard gain. Clock under 10 minutes in the first half now. We're in the second quarter. I don't know why. Oh, I know why it didn't change, because I have it on manual. We'll fix that and we'll make it work better here so we can there we go. Now it'll update itself. First down on the Kickapoo Chiefs on the short 3rd and 1. Flag and the whistle blown there. I think we had there we go. Had an official, had to check some numbers there, probably number of people on the field, make sure it was correct. Handoff, and that is a forward pass this time. It's out of bounds, that's forward. Now that one was definitely a forward pass, that'll be incomplete. Over to, I believe that was number 7, Brooks. I think it was. But it'll be second down from the 49. We've been in midfield quite a bit in this ball game. 9:19 to go. Hand off and stopped on that. Phillips, nowhere to go on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd down. He made it to the line of scrimmage. So Chiefs have a decision to make here. I'd probably go for a pass if it was me, just to try to get something going. I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be a bonus if you can get some momentum here, because you're kind of stuck, kind of stalled out where you are right now. And looking back, quarterback in trouble. And nowhere, out of bounds. This is a 4th down. We're going to have a penalty flag on the sideline here after the play. That was about 5-10 seconds after the whistle. So we're going to see what the officials... unsportsmanlike against the Chiefs. So that's going to move them back 15 yards and still keep 3rd down. And Kickapoo is kind of confused out there. They're like, wait a minute here. But it was called on Kickapoo. Both coaches weren't arguing about either person, so they're... I didn't see anything obvious, but we had... Oh, wow. So it's after the end of the play. I'm not sure how it's 4th and 25, but there was a yard gainage on that. And the kick is going to go... Oh, that is a very good kick for Kickapoo. That's going to push it all the way down here to the 5-6 yard line. We are back here. I think we got a glare starting to come out. But anyways, Green is in trouble. Is he pushed back? That is... Nope, he is stopped. They're going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, but it's going to be a 2nd and about 14. So 2nd down and deep now at the 1, maybe the 2. And the Kickapoo defense holding up here. A safety would be 2 points and get the ball back. And I am looking at this through window because we don't really have a way to... Don't have an open window here to put the camera out of. And deep in their own end zone, they're going to get out of the end zone here. I think Wells able to pick up a couple. 3rd down coming up and 12 or 13-ish. So third and still long here. Tigers, it's going to be a rough punting territory if they don't get some extra yards out of this, because they are deep into their own territory. Again, I want to thank all of the sponsors for the video board and everyone who has helped and will help. Third down coming up here. And that pass is incomplete. Intended for Mitchell there. He is still down. He's getting up slowly. So fourth and long from about the 3-yard line here. Looks like the 5-yard line. So that ball would have to... It's going to be a tough punt for the Tigers. 6:40 to go in this first half. And that is blocked. That is... Ball is still loose. Someone has it. Is it going to be... It's a safety. So the Tigers following it. So Kickapoo will get 2 points. Chiefs. Main kickoff returner back there. And the kick is up. That's a deep kick. And from the 35 back to the 40 here. And Christian trying to get something here. We're going to be just short of the 50 here, about the 47, first and 10. So first and 10 for Kickapoo here. They lead 16-7. So first and 10 from the 48-yard line. I'm going to open a window here pretty soon probably to get some crowd noise. Hopefully get some crowd noise. Hand off to Mack. Mack, nowhere to go. He might lose a yard on here. Nope, it's going to be second down from the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up for Mack on the play. And we'll have... Well, I think we'll have senior band, but we don't have a band here tonight. I'm not sure where the band is tonight. I think they may be at a competition, actually. There's some band competitions going on. It's kind of weird without a band here. Hand off to Mack. Mack in the... Nope. This is Brooks. Brooks with the incompletion to Fowler. That's a third and 10 coming up. So Mack looked like he had the ball. Again, the fake worked, but couldn't connect on the pass. And third and 10 continues here as Kickapoo... So both these offenses really stalling out lately here. Kickapoo had a good drive earlier. Waynesville had a kind of a good diversion play, a little halfback pass, Statue of Liberty, whatever you call it, whatever generation you are from there. But third down and 10, quarterback out of the more of a pistol here. And Christian is going to make this all the way out to just short of the other 40. First and 10. So that will make a first down here. So the Chiefs on the move here. Running game trying to stalling out and going to the passing game. Doing a great job of it right now. But really both these teams kind of working their bugs out still. Got some injuries. Waynesville's got some players back. Kickapoo's got some players back. So it could go either way. Back. And this is an incomplete on the pass. That would have been a touchdown. But Tigers thankful that was not completed there. That's the same thing that Waynesville did earlier. And it is incomplete. And that was probably retaliation for earlier in the ball game where Waynesville came out and randomly did that. But Kickapoo tried it. 5.5 minutes to go. I do admit that is a very creative play right there at that time, but and that was that backwards? There was no stoppage there. They're going to call that incomplete. Got to watch some of those passes. If they go backwards there, that one looked like it almost went backwards. It should be third down. There it is, 3rd and 10. I wish we'd get this nice little light up down marker. So looking at some of the other scores, we're going to take a look at some of them from Southwest Missouri. Brooks throws it down way and out of range, aiming for Christian, but that's going to bring up a 4th down. That was a 52-yard pass right there. I mean, that's 50 yards on that throw. So looking at some scores around the area here, and while Kickapoo's punt team comes out, Thayer into the first quarter up 48-0 over Willow Springs. Marionville 14-7 in the first over Ash Grove. Nixa 21-0 over Ozark in the first quarter. And we're going to have nope, it's kicked. Thought it was going to be a fake, but it's going to land somewhere. So we're going to start at the 20. We'll be back after this. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Fake the handoff. That is a catch for a few yards. Mitchell with the catch, but we're going to have a penalty flag from somewhere. The chains moved already, the marker moved, but we're waiting on the white hat back there to determine. So reset, 5 yards, and do it again. That'll move the Tigers back. Oh, that was. Was that too many people on the field? That is. Well, it is definitely not an uncatchable forward pass. I don't know, that's not on here, but I think it was too many men on the field, but my chart says it's an uncatchable forward pass, which I don't believe that is correct. So Tigers 1st and 15 here, 14-0, Carthage over Webb in the second quarter. The handoff nowhere to go. This is going to result in a loss of 1 maybe on the play, or if any gain. 2nd down. We're going to have an injury here, so we're going to take a timeout while they assess the injury. So 2nd down in motion. And quarterback pass, that is incomplete. Is it caught? It's caught for a 1-yard pickup. Maybe 2. That's going to be 3rd and about 12. 3rd and about 12 or so coming up for the Waynesville Tigers out of this. Now we're going to be, there we go. Looking at some scores here, if I can find my scores over here. And in motion again. And looking for the pass here. And incomplete. That is picked off by the Chiefs. And that looks like number 36 with the interception. He caught it going down. That is Rylan Hamilton, the sophomore. And they're going to say that is incomplete. So I won't have an angle better than what you just seen there, but That is as close as you're going to get to an interception. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. So Mountain Grove leading Houston 7-0. And then Joplin over Willard in the second quarter, 35-0 right now. And little quick kick on there. Tom Brady made that famous at times. And Waynesville down the ball. It's coming out of the shotgun here. And Mack is, ball still moving here. He's going to pick up about 3 off the broken play. So Mack has been the running horse. I mean, he has been the main, this is where we're going to run the ball to type person. Some other scores across town right now. Parkview 12, Hillcrest 0 currently. And then Ava playing Kabul. Ava leading that ball game right now. And Mack is going to pick up a first and then some more. All the way out to the almost the opposite 40. And that's going to be a first down for Kickapoo. So Kickapoo with the first down, 2:55, and the clock is continuing to roll here. West Plains leading Marshfield 18-10 right now. And then trying to find a Lebanon score here. I may have to go to their broadcast and check that out. But Brooks is going to run this all the way just out of bounds. So that will set up for a Kickapoo first and goal. And Brooks, no one paid attention to that, as even I didn't pay attention to that. I mean, that is the 3rd or 4th time he has done that. Brooks is doing an incredible job of keeping the Tigers on their toes. Oh, wait, Lebanon is up 7. Where'd it go? 7-0 in the first quarter over Glendale right now. So another important matchup here that's a district matchup. Glendale has defeated Waynesville. That's a Phillips is going to keep it. It is short. I think they're going to say he's short. I think he got in. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The official said he. The sideline judge over here says he was stopped at the 1-yard line, but I would say he was probably in there. Kickapoo lining up for well, this is what you send the people to the buffet line for to get what you need. And we're going to either have a Kickapoo or Waynesville, I think, trying to get a call. This should be a touchdown here. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Chiefs. So Kickapoo will take a 22-7 lead here in this ball game here. And Kickapoo for the extra point, trying to make this a 23-7 ball game. But right now the Chiefs are in the driver's seat here, as Waynesville is going to have to come out at halftime, 1:38 to go. But it's been a challenge here right now. Tigers with both teams really struggling with some of the offense, and both teams with turnover trouble. I think we have a timeout. We're going for 2 here. We don't have a kicker out there. I was about to say, going for the extra point. Brooks is going to run this in. That's good for 2. And so that's going to make this a 24-7 ball game. We're going to be back after this. Chiefs going to kick off. Kickapoo kicking off to the Waynesville Tigers. And this will be a touchback. So Tigers at the 20. So Tiger offense here coming out, and it has been I mean, it's been a very good ball game overall. Just turnovers have made a difference here. Kickapoo taking advantage of some of those turnovers there. Tigers missing one of them on the punt earlier in the ball game. But 1:38 to go. Tigers have a chance. They're going to try a reverse, but they're going to go back in the middle. And this is going to be a short pickup on the play. So it did draw some offense. We have timeouts available still. I haven't been paying attention to... Oh, we've only had one timeout for each team taken. So I haven't actually been paying attention on the clock of timeouts, but... It's second down and 6, I think, now. I think it's 2nd and 6, something like that. Waynesville still has 2 remaining. Tigers in the motion, fake the handoff, pass, that is incomplete. That would have been a first down to Mitchell. So 2nd down and 6 coming up after the incomplete pass, 3rd and 6. So trying to get to Mitchell on that. Very good view here from Kickapoo, though. You got a kind of the office, I guess you call it the office district down here, right off the Highway 60, all the hospitals, where most people know, if they've been out here, they know where you are. First down, Tigers, and out of bounds at the 45, nope, 42. 1st and 10 from about the 42, it looks like. So good reception by Green on the play. He got some extra yards on that, I think. He was out before the 40, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 1:17 to go. And out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. A score here would put the Tigers right back in striking range. 2-point conversion make it 9. Extra kick would make it 10. And Wells, he's still on his feet. He is out of bounds to the Kickapoo sideline. And we're going to have a flag here. I'm not sure. I didn't see an obvious... So this is going to be against the defense, a late hit. That's going to be a automatic first down for the Tigers. So that is the second Kickapoo play that has happened to here. And with 1:09, we have another first down for Waynesville here. Here's when you want to try that little halfback pass again or something, because they're not going to be expecting it. You've got one guy guarding 2 people right there. Pass up. That is incomplete. Too high on the pass. Stop the clock at 1:04. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. And looking at the video feed here, that was a little bit high on that pass. But I would definitely be looking for... Well, I think we're going to do almost the same thing here. We're going to be throwing the ball because we were lined up. Wells is going to run. Wells has a first, but they're going to have to get a timeout. And we're going to have another penalty flag on the again on the sideline over here. If this is against the Chiefs, that's a here's the official. Oh, this is against Waynesville. So they're going to get helmet to helmet or targeting, depending on what level you look at. I don't know if high school, if that's an automatic. I don't think it's automatic ejection in high school. I don't know if it is in high school an ejection or if it's just a penalty. But we will have to clarify that at some point or look up the rules, I guess. But and 15.
He's going to hand it off. It's a double reverse here to MJ Green.
And this is going to bring, well, the Tigers not going to get back where they wanted to. They're going to bring up second down and 10 or 11. So we're going to take another timeout. And long coming up. And in the backfield, that'll bring up a fourth down. The Tigers can't stop the clock. But we're going to have a stoppage here. Time out by the Chiefs. So 4th and 13 to go. Tigers on the offense. Wells and nowhere to go. That is sacked at the line of scrimmage. Chiefs will take over with 23 seconds to go. We'll be back as the offenses get on the field. The Chiefs, we may have another one of those little passes here. Brooks may take a shot or two downfield first. Tigers are there, though. Nowhere to go. That is a sack on the play. The Chiefs can't stop the clock here, so they're going to have to get in a hurry up. As we had one Chief all the way down by the 20. And 4 seconds to go. 2, 1. So we're going to be 1 or 2 seconds on the clock here.
They'll probably put a second or two back on the clock here for it because they spiked it and the clock ran another couple seconds.
We're going to look at my video here, see when the spike was. Well, the spike was right about the 3-second mark. So it doesn't really make a difference. You got one more play left. That's going to bring up second down, or third. Whatever the down it is, but it's one play, so with 1 second left on the clock. Generally that 1 second won't matter, but sometimes it can go back. Pass is caught, and Fowler is going to try to get out of this traffic here. On the opposite side of the field, the clock is hit 0. And Kickapoo is going to run this in for a touchdown. The Kickapoo Chiefs here. We're going to go back and we're going to take a look at this as the Chiefs lateraled it back, and Fowler, the former Waynesville Tiger here, brings us in for a touchdown. That'll make this 30-7 as the clock runs out. They will get the extra point. Whoa. And we are back here as we're going to kick the ball, I'm sure. Kick is up. That's going to result in the half. So we're going to go to halftime. We're going to have a presentation similar to before the game. We'll be back. Kickapoo leads 31-7. You're watching Tiger football on Allen Hilliard Sports by Win 3. And that game is in Springfield across town, so every Springfield school has a home game tonight. And this will be a Tiger 1st and 10 from the 20. We're going to take a break as we get ready to start the second half. Second half here. And Tigers hand off. Well, we're going to swap directions here. Tigers with a 1-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 9, maybe 8 on the play. So trying to get a little bit of diversion going, but not quite able to. And then a lot of questions in districts. I don't have a lot of answers. It depends on how things go. Lebanon, I believe, with the touchdown. And we're going to have a short pickup on the play. 3rd and about 5 now. So foul with the pickup on that.
2 yards, maybe 3, so it'll be 3rd and 6 or so.
And third down and I guess 3rd and 6 here. Out of the shotgun here, looking for the option. He's going to hand off. Nearly bobbled. We're going to have a... That is picked off in the air. That is a turnover, I believe. We're going to take a look back at this pass here. This is a first down Kickapoo. And Amon Fowler with the interception. So that is a 1st and 10 for Kickapoo on that. And the Chiefs will get this at 32, 33. So that's going to be a big first down for Kickapoo here, 1st and 10. And the fake pass, Fowler is going to bring the ball back to maybe the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got got back to the line of scrimmage on that. That's a 2nd down and something. So Kickapoo back out of the center position here. We're going to have a flag on the snap. Interception and a couple other good plays here in this half so far. Fake, Brooks pass down. This is towards the end zone. That is incomplete. Possibly in range of being picked off. That is a 3rd down. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Chiefs out of the timeout. I'm not sure what the timeout was for. Must have seen something there. But the Tigers here are right now holding their own. One more play here, and they have a chance to get the ball back. Did turn it over. They did get the ball to start. Brooks in trouble. Brooks is tackled. This is a 4th down. That'll bring up a 4th and long for the Kickapoo Chiefs. And he'll be back all the way to the 11. That's a 2-yard loss on the books. Yeah, this would not be the... That'd be a 50-yard field goal almost. So, and the punt, that'd be right in the end zone, so it don't make much sense to punt it 10 yards. Might as well do an arm punt here if that's what's going to happen. On 4th down, Brooks back. Brooks' pass is caught. That is a 1st down. Just a 1st down. That's a 12-yard pickup. And that's going to be a 1st down conversion for the Chiefs. The one official they're back further now. The one official was originally past the line. And they're calling for... Oh, no. One's saying it's a turnover now. So we're going to take a... Well, I can't because I don't believe I got replay that far. So we're going to take a break here while we have this time out. So we got to... Chiefs back out of the shotgun. That ball is Brooks looking for the pass to the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Kickapoo. And that might be... And that is going to make this a not quite where we need to be for the running clock, apparently. We're going to be short on that a little bit. So Brooks with that touchdown pass to Wilson, I believe. And that's a 1st down, or that's a touchdown for the Chiefs. Kickapoo going for the kick out of this. And the Kickapoo Chiefs here starting to show a little bit of offense coming out of this, getting a little bit of confidence going. They started the game struggling here. Lebanon still leads 35-28, but that's going to be a 31-point lead by the Chiefs, 38-7. Who going to kick to the Waynesville Tigers here. Waynesville will host Lebanon next week for senior night. And we're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So we'll be back after this. And 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Back to foul there. So that's going to be a loss on the play. Tigers will be 2nd and 12 or 13 coming up here. Update from the district that will make Kickapoo very happy because Park Hills is currently leading 21-0 now over the Panthers of Ray Peck. And Bird is trying to get some yards. He's got a bit of green grass. That's a big 1st down play. So 1st down for the Waynesville Tigers. That will move the chains. We'll pause the clock for just a second here, long enough to get that marker set, and we are back going again. So Tigers offense here is starting to heat up a little bit, just like Kickapoo. Probably had a fairly good talk here, and the defense swallows Wells way in the backfield, and it's going to be a nope. He's going to get a yard out of it, or he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, they said. Oh, no, they're going to give him a yard. It's 2nd and 9 here, so he, well, the ball moved somehow forward. 7:50 to go and counting here. And Wells is looking for something. The defense is back, out of bounds. That's going to bring up a yard gain out of that, but it'll bring up 3rd down. So a couple yards on the play for Wells, but not quite what they're needing here. They're going to need a 1st down to keep this drive going here, because Kickapoo could ice this game here with another touchdown if they get the ball back. Very good broadcast with Park Hills and Ray Peck High School, by the way. That game on Trojan TV Network. I'm going to subscribe to them and watch some more of theirs. Wells, that is intercepted. Flag on the play down the sideline, but that is returned. And Kickapoo out of bounds, but we do have a flag all the way at the opposite 40 here. That was picked off by Trevin Christian, the senior. And if this is after the interception, this is going to be a Kickapoo football either way. The only way this is not a Kickapoo football is if it was offensive or defensive pass interference. But we're going to see. So it came after the interception is what they're going to call this. And that's still going to be a 1st down for the Chiefs. And they're going to be back near the 20-yard line here once this is said and done. But, again, we're going to take a look over here, watch. We have something going on over here. I think the game is over here. And That is a pickup of about 6 on the play. Second down for the Chiefs. So Republic with a big win, evidently.
6-yard gain there makes it 2nd and 4.
I believe it was 42-14, but so in that district, Republic will hang on to the lead where they're at right now. That's a very tough district. So second down here, and the Waynesville Tigers, unless some miracle can come out of this, we are going to go home with a 0-8 record here into senior night. Hand off. Brooks is going to run out. Brooks with a pickup pass. So Kickapoo chance to get in the end zone here. And only 2 ejections out of that. We're going to have a first down, I believe, here for the Chiefs on that play. That'll be a... Because I believe Mason Scheller was the other player for ejected. And out of the shotgun here with the option handoff. Brooks, Phillips down the middle. That is a 5-yard pickup on the play. Second down and about 5, maybe 6. I can't see the angle of it there. It's... And I'm sure the athletic directors out there, Phillips and Ace, are ahead of the game here, dealing with everything here, discussing that. But again, have good sportsmanship. It's actually 2nd and 6, maybe 7. My math is off. Handoff again. Phillips down. Touch. Nope. Almost. Good job by the Tigers there to stop on that, but I appreciate everyone for joining me tonight. And again, appreciate the Waynesville School District for providing coverage of tonight's Tiger football game. And again, handoff to Phillips. He's going to be stopped, but he's going to bounce out, and touchdown, Kickapoo. So the Kickapoo Chiefs with another touchdown here. Flag on the play. We have a penalty flag at the end of that play once again. This is after the play, though. I know if you get 2 of them, it's also an ejection here. So this could be, in circumstances, an ejection. So the score is good. So Kickapoo gets another unsportsmanlike out of this. And we'll have the extra point, but we will take care of that later. Or the penalty. That'll be on the kickoff. So that will start the running clock here once the kickoff begins also. See, this window don't open that way. The other window opens that way. Whoever built this weird, but this was probably built 50 years ago. Actually, it's not a bad setup here for when it was built. So Kickapoo trying to get 45 on the board. It will start the running clock once the ball is kicked off. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back for the kickoff to the Tigers. Kickapoo. Waynesville falling several years ago in the state quarterfinals, missed a Final Four appearance all the way back inside the 20. Tigers on their feet, but nowhere to go past the 30. First and 10. And, well, it should be running continuously, but it is not. So, the clock not running, I guess, for whatever reason, but Tigers 1st and 10 coming up. And Tigers out of the offense here in motion. Most. And a little X motion there, trying to set a block there, but the Chiefs are in the way. 2nd down coming up in 5. So 2nd down coming up for the Tigers. And the Tigers again out of the shotgun here with the option in the back. They're going to hand this off. Bird is going to go backwards. That ball is out. Kickapoo says they have it, but was he down first? They are going to... They have not made a decision yet. And it is Kickapoo football. So just like that, we're going to take as the Chiefs are coming out of the shotgun there. Lost the ball. And still on their feet, though. That is 45, I believe. A new face out there. That is Easton Hoffman, a junior. That will bring up a 2nd down and about 4. So Chiefs taking their time. The play clock running down to around 10 seconds. And Chiefs back. That is some new players here coming in, new numbers. That's a 1st down for Kickapoo. And Waynesville will go into Lebanon. Lebanon will take a look at the Jackets. It is 42-35 right now. Lebanon in a tight ball game against Glendale. So 50 seconds to go in this quarter. Lebanon again taking their time, running, play clock almost running out. 2-1. They're going to get this off. And that's a 1st down, but we got a flag on the play. Brent Shaw, the sophomore, with the 1st down pickup. We'll see what the penalty is, holding on the offense. So it won't be a 1st down pickup. It will be 1st and 20. So that will bring the ball back for Kickapoo on that. 1st and 20 coming up for the Chiefs. Clock should be running here in theory, but okay. Definitely not a is that a 5-yard penalty? Okay then. Alrighty then. 1st and 16 coming up officially. And I think we're just going to wait till this winds down. Down to 5. Down to 2. Play clock. The Tiger defense is there. That's going to result in a 2nd down, and we're going to have the end of the 3rd quarter coming up. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. It is Kickapoo leading. You're watching Tiger football and Allen. But I guess no one's going to notice that. And Shaw is going to pick up to the inside, first and goal. So first and goal there. So the chains didn't matter, but they were clearly 10 yards off. Shaw will come up and Lebanon trying to get a fourth down here. They barely have a lead. They should have a first. Oh, they got the short end of that marker. Oh. So Glendale has the ball, 51 seconds to go. They trail by a touchdown here. Hand off, Shaw, touchdown, Kickapoo. So the Chiefs will add to the score here. And they will have 51 points now in this contest. Turn that air conditioner off. That was getting awfully cold there. And we are going to kick the extra point. 51-7 here. Kickapoo on top. Kicks up. Kick is good. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. There we go. We are back here. Kick is off. We have and Tigers will bring this out to the 40 here. We have a interesting scenario in Lebanon here. The Falcons scored a touchdown here, but Christian out there trying to get them to call a penalty, and they are still out there discussing and arguing over what is going on, but Glendale going for the extra point with 14 seconds to go. So a big kick coming up for the Falcons here. This is they're going for two. They are going for 2 points here. Glendale hand off. That is reversed. The Falcons and the Tigers are on their feet, by the way, but I believe that play got broken up, but looking here at the Glendale Falcons went for two. Glendale Falcons went for two, and they were able to get the 1 point lead with 13. How's there 13 seconds? Should be 14 seconds. So the Tigers lose a few on that. We'll get back to this ball game here, but check out Jacket Nation Sports if you want to watch a very good game finish of it there. And Wells is trying to do something. He's going to be out of bounds. And third and so new quarterback in. Wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah, I missed that too. So Waynesville also has their second string in here.
They went for two and got it.
Glendale went for two. 43-42. Lebanon. 13 seconds on the clock here. Trying to get downfield here. There's a snap.
And pass is caught. Terry out there at quarterback. And that's a first down. Tigers first down play. Williams with the pickup. So Isaiah Williams, impressive little catch on that. Good turn. Got a couple more yards on the secondary run out of that. Tigers out of center this time instead of shotgun. Little toss play. That's a sweep. That's going to bring up about 4 yards on the play. Second down coming up. And second and 4, second and 7, something like that. Before we all go, I do appreciate you for joining me here and for watching these games this season. Basketball will be back November 15th, so don't worry. We won't be gone very long. We'll have plenty of sports covered here, and there's some celebration going on here as Glendale, I believe, has just defeated Lebanon. That is pass. That is incomplete. Nearly intercepted, but nearly caught. I mean, that pass was just thrown up there in the air, and that was an amazing throw right there, but that'll bring up third down as that is incomplete. So again, that will bring up a third down for Waynesville. 7 minutes remain in the ball game. I believe our timeouts are 3 timeouts for Waynesville, 2 for Kickapoo. So penalty flag on the snap. So this will be 5 yards on Waynesville. That will make this third and around 11 or so, somewhere back there. Oh, yeah, pretty close. Maybe 12. Clock continuing to run here as Kickapoo will win this ball game here. Tigers will get 10 bonus points out of this, or however that math figures out, but depending on how Hillcrest's score pans out, they were losing last I checked. And that is caught. I believe Mitchell brought that down. Okay, these numbers. Who's that number? 88. We got some new numbers out here that. Yep, so we don't have. Whoever that was a amazing catch out there. And quarterback out of center again. Handoff. Big hit on the play, though, by the Chiefs. That was a good run by not the Kickapoo roster. That was a good run by... Well, that is not Sawyer. That cannot be Sawyer Baker out there. It says Sawyer Baker, but I don't believe that is Sawyer Baker. And it'll bring up second down and about 6 after that. 5 minutes remaining in this game as Kickapoo will come away with the win. Look for the pass. That is into the end zone. It is incomplete. And we're going to have an injury, 2 injuries on the play. Well, we're going to have 1. So we're going to, nope, I think we're okay here. Tigers a little winded out of that. That'll bring up third down and long. Remember to remind your kids afterwards when you watch them play, tell them that I just love to watch you play. And handoff to the Tigers. Defense is there. That is 44 of the Chiefs. Big tackle on that by Caden Harper, the sophomore. And on fourth down, Tigers going for it here. 4 minutes to go in this game. You're either going to kick it or you're going to kick a field goal or go for it here. You're probably going for it. That's a long field goal. And looking back, pass is to the end zone. Possible interference there, no call. But pass uncatchable, that will result in a JV kids out there at this point now as the run goes nowhere. It might pick up a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9 or 10. So, congratulations to both these teams here, and next week the Waynesville Tigers will have a home game against Lebanon, who just lost to Glendale in a last-second touchdown. And the Kickapoo Chiefs handoff. He has room, plenty of grass. And Tigers defense is there, but nope, that is a Kickapoo run all the way down to the 40 on the opposite end, almost to the 35. That's a big play, first down for the Chiefs. And Brent Shaw with that run again. He has had a very good run there.
Minute 26 on the clock and counting. 10 seconds on the play clock.
And there you go. Minute 15 and counting here. And we're going to have a knee taken here. That'll pretty much end this ball game.
Just a minute left, and so they'll take one more knee here as the play clock starts to run down. That'll run out the remainder of this clock.
So as we go off, we want to thank Infused Credit Union Security Bank, Muay Bond, Perimeter Health, Phelps Health, Mercy, and Hoppers for all your support, as this will be the end of the ball game here, this final play. So again, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Waynesville Schools. We will be back 2 weeks from now for districts. Next week, Tiger TV in Waynesville. And that will be fourth down, but that will be the final here as we'll get rid of this. Both teams going out there shaking hands. So, from Kickapoo, have a good night. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you all later.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Dip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star and this life gon' live.